cheerleader advocate. Malcolm X was born on May 19, 1925. He was the seventh of 8 children. Being the lightest of all his brothers and sisters, he had faced a lot of adversity. His father was a Baptist minister who was tragically killed in an accident, people believe conspired by the Ku Klux Klan. His mother was sent to a mental institution soon after that. Malcolm had found himself in trouble with the law and was sentenced to 8 to 10 years in prison for grand larceny. While in jail, his brother was telling him about Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam. He wrote a letter of acceptance to the nation and was then later released from prison in August of 52. Upon his release, Malcolm met Elijah Muhammad and learned more about the nation. He changed his last name to X and became the assistant minister for Islam's temple in Detroit. He also helped and spread to Philadelphia and Harlem. Malcolm's assassination. It's been 55 years since the assassination of Malcolm X. He was assassinated on February 21st, 1965, in the Abdomon Ballroom. The three men who allegedly killed Malcolm are Thomas Hagen, Khalid Islam, and Muhammad Abdal Azza. They were all sentenced to life in prison. 10 years after being sentenced, Thomas Hagen made a shocking confession, saying that Islam and Azza had nothing to do with the murder of Malcolm. They were just his enemies. 3 organizations have been suspected to having something to do with Malcolm's murder: the NYPD, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, and the Nation of Islam. And many superior white people. Malcolm embodied fear. As Malcolm became a public face, he confronted racism well beyond the confines of Southern segregation. The director of the FBI always kept tabs on Michael. He always wondered, how did a colored man come into so much power? Sent many people undercover to get close to Malcolm's organizations. When the investigation began, they discovered that 2 of their agents, Ray Wood and Gene Roberts, were infiltrated in the organization. Gene Roberts, known as Brother Gene, resuscitated Michael at the scene and was later found out to be an undercover agent. Ray Woods was seen as the second person leaving the building as shots were fired. By 1963, Malcolm was suspended from the Nation of Islam